Welcome back, my dear students of class 10. Dear students, I am Rajendra Rai, biology teacher from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. This is situated in the eastern Uttar Pradesh. Dear students, in this chapter, Heredity and Evolution, I have given so many videos, so many digital videos, so that you can learn all the topics of the heredity and evolution, and that comes under the science, that is genetics, which is the branch of the biology. My dear students, since this topic evolution that is not carrying in your current session, in this current academic session, academic year, but I will be astonished if you learn something more apart from your regular syllabus, which is for this year only. So evolution, that is going to be discussed here. And my dear students, there are several examples will be there for the evolutions, and examples like the evolution of the different types of the animals, evolution of different types of the plants, and they belonging to a specific place, they belonging to a specific temperate area or colder area. All these things are present in the specific area, a specific type of animal that is present in the specific area in the groups, and they belong to a specific group, they belong to a specific genus, specific species, and they are able to survive for a long time on this earth in the nature. And the word evolution, which is the branch of the biology, that is the evolutionary biology, is derived from the Latin word that is evolvere. Evolvere. This one, that is derived from the evolvere, and which means unroll or unfold. Unroll or unfold evolution, that is the process by which the living beings change as one generation succeed another. It means that take the example of the evolution of monkeys, evolution of dogs, evolution of fishes, evolution of birds, evolution of reptiles, and evolution of so many things are there, so many living things are there that get evolved from their previous generation animals. For example, dog is the very nearest in the evolutionary trend with the human. Monkey is the nearer to the human. Chimpanzee is the nearer to the human. Apes are nearer to the human. So human get evolved from these previous kind of the animals. And evolution, that is a continuous process. Evolution, that is a continuous process, and evolution is the result of evolution, that is the result of the genetic variations. Genetic variations. So evolution is the result of the genetic variations, and a population, especially if the population that especially having the same type of gene, suppose monkeys are having some type of gene, human is having some other type of gene, and the genetic sequence, the change in the genetic sequence in between the human and in between the monkeys is too much. So if the genetic variation reach up to the more than 50%, more than 70% in the genetic sequence, then there will be the evolution of new species, there will be the evolution of new organs in a particular species, there will be the loss of the an organ like vestigial organ, the example are the vestigial organ. All these things are comes under the evolution. My dear students, if taking characters in consideration, then think about two characters, and two characters are the acquired character and inherited character. Acquired and inherited characters are there. Those are responsible for the. These characters are responsible for the means for the evolution. So dear students, you have to keep it in your mind that this evolution is directly linked with the genetic variation. The two characters are there, acquired characters and inherited characters. Acquired characters means the character that acquired by the human after birth. That character acquired by the human after birth. For example, the acquired characters like intelligence, learning, cutting hand, and so many things are that comes under the acquired characters, which cannot be inherited from parents. So characters which are gained by the individual in their life, that is called the acquired characters. While inherited characters are the body design, species design, hair color, body color, eye color, height, etc. These are the inherited characters that can be told as the inherited characters. My dear students, in the pattern, in the evolutionary science, there will be the great contribution of a scientist who was called Charles Darwin. So Charles Darwin, he was a scientist who did a lot in the field of the evolutionary biology. And Charles Darwin, he was the English naturalist, and he set out on a voyage when he was of the 23 on a ship that is the HMS Beagle. The Charles Darwin, he written a book, The Origin of Species. The book that is the origin of species. And according to these books on the evolution, there is in this book, the written theory is known as the Darwin's theory of natural selection. This book says that the Darwin's theory of natural selection. My dear students, this theory says that all organisms, whether they are animal or plants, multiply in genomic ratio. Thus, more individuals are born that can possibly survive to maturity. Overproduction, that is called the overproduction. And individuals that are to survive compete with others for their existence. Means there are every individual is having tendency to produce more and more of their progeny, and they are able to compete to others for their existence. During the struggle of the existence, during the struggle for food, during the struggle for place, those individuals survive which are the best adopted. The individual which will be survive, who are the best adapted to their environment. That is the survival of the fittest. So this is the survival of the fittest. So 4 lines are there in this theory, that overproduction or enormous fertility, that has to be required. Overproduction and enormous fertility is required for existence of the species for a long time. Then struggle for the existence. The species has to have the struggling power for the existence. And third one, that is the survival of the fittest. Third, that is the survival of the fittest, means the individual, the species who will survive, who will be the fit, that will survive. And if the individual will not fit, that will not survive. Another is the inheritance of the favorable characteristics, and that particular species who are able to survive for a long time, that is having the inheritance of favorable characteristics, means the characteristics which are favoring that particular species. So inheritance of that particular characters is to be there in that particular species who are strong. And natural selection and origin of species. This all these concepts, Darwin theory of evolution, Darwin theory of the natural selection and Darwin theory of evolution says that the natural selection, it confirms the natural selection theory and the origin of the species given by the Darwin. So Darwin contribution are a lot, that is the base of the genetic engineering, and Darwin did a lot on the topic of the evolutionary biology as well as the evolution. My dear students, if you see that there is a topic that is called speciation. So if variation is there, if genetic variation is there, then genetic variation, if more and more genetic variation will be there and that get accumulated, then there will be the speciation. Speciation means the evolution of new species, that is the evolution of new species. Evolution of new species. So this is the another thing, that is the evolution of species. My dear students, in this evolution, in this topic of the evolution especially, you will get more and more information in the next video. Let us see the main factor for the evolution, that is the genetic variation. The variation get accumulated, then which results the speciation takes place. And on this evolutionary biology, Charles Darwin did a lot, and he written the book, that is the Origin of Species. And he proposed the Darwin's theory of evolution and Darwin's theory of natural selection. So this, especially this natural selection theory, that will be more expressible in the next video. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.